around 9:30, and so our special guest is here. So Adam.
Ashley Ryan, how you doing this morning?
I'm doing great. How are y'all doing?
Hey, we're doing good. It's
excited to be here.
It's awesome to have you in the studio. We've been
Yes.
playing your song. We're crazy about it. No pun intended.
I like that.
And it's real exciting to see you, and we're proud to welcome you to Eastern Kentucky. And I know you're visiting a lot of radio stations. You've got quite the following online already, but you're just trying to broaden that audience a little more,
Absolutely, yes. I'm very blessed to be here, so I appreciate y'all having us on.
Yeah. And of course, we're always proud of where we're from, and we talk about as soon as they came in, I started name dropping the artists from this area, and we want to take you by the Country Music Highway Museum
so cool.
while you're in town and that kind of thing. But let's talk a little bit about you and your music. Of course, we know your song "My Crazy," but now I'm sure you've been involved in music for quite some time at this point, right?
Yes, I got my first guitar at 16, but before that I kind of started writing poetry and short stories, and I wanted to be a novelist and a screenwriter, but then when I got my guitar I started writing songs. And so I had no one else to sing them, so I just had myself. So it just kind of clicked for me when I started performing them live, and I got good reaction actually from people, so I decided to do the thing and been in Nashville for 7 years now. So
you grew up in California?
I did, yes. I'm originally from Corona, California.
And then now you've been in Nashville, like you said, 7 years and that kind of thing. And what is the moment when you really felt like things were starting to take off? Because I know you've had to fill that moment with as many followers as you have.
Wow, yeah, it's been a long journey and lots of blessings. But probably for me, when I released my single "Hush Little Baby," that song blew up on social media, and it has opened so many doors and opportunities for me. So I would probably say just the numbers came so quickly with that particular song, and I think it's because so many people could relate to it, and I got a lot of messages from people about just telling me their story, and it was just really cool to see how healing music can be.
It was probably quite a surprise. I mean, that's what you always hope for, but you don't know if you're going to get it, right?
Right, because you write for yourself at first, but then it becomes bigger than you once other people hear it, and then it becomes for them. So it's awesome.
What are your future plans looking like right now?
Ooh, well, we do have a show in Sevierville on July 12th. I think it is.
Oh, they love Sevierville. They love Pigeon Forge around here, don't we, Scott?
On the fairgrounds, I believe.
What was that date again?
July 12th.
Is that while I'm down there? I'm trying to think of my vacation there.
Come on now.
I'm
You all
seriously
secretly set this up.
No,
I love that.
I might be seeing you in Tennessee. Yeah.
Yeah. Come on out. It'll be fun.
Pretty cool. So I know you brought some folks with you. Who you got here with you this morning?
Did. I always say this: blessed with the best. I got Quinn Loggins and Larry McCoy.
And you going to perform live for us this morning?
We'd love
did
to,
you have that in mind? I know you brought some guitars in, so
yeah, absolutely. Let's do it.
A little bit of a special treat. What are you going to sing?
Y'all want to do Wrong Post? So there's a song I released earlier this year, and it's about a guy who does this girl wrong, and then he gets done wrong the exact same way he did it to her. So fun, sassy stuff.
Karma, right?
Yes, if karma was a song.
There we go. Let's hear it, guys. Come on. Yeah.
You stole my heart, and you did so easily. I fell hard. You had everything, gave you a chance. You took it for granted, and now you're stranded. Your new girl that you love so much, honey, she got guys. They're all lining up, she gets around. All around this town, sun up to sundown. Surprised you ain't found out. Good luck, baby. You're gonna need it. You made your own bed. Have fun sleeping. She must have put on the blinders so you couldn't see it like I do. You picked picked the wrong post to tie your horse to. Yeah, leaving you alone, walking into your favorite dive, stringing you along while you're tied up outside. If you're smart enough, you wouldn't be waiting up. Well, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't lead them to love. Good luck, baby, you're gonna need it. You made your own bed, have fun sleeping. She must have put on the blinders so you couldn't see it like I do. You picked the wrong post to tie your horse to. When you get left in the dust, you won't get my sympathy. Everything she'll do to you is everything you did to me. It just takes common sense to see that girl was born to leave. You're riding towards the sunset with an empty shotgun. Say good luck, baby, you're gonna need it. You made your own bed, have fun sleeping. She must have put on the blinders so you couldn't see it like I do. You picked the wrong post to tie your horse to. Yeah, you picked the wrong post to tie your horse to. Yeah. You know you picked the wrong post, baby. Yeah.
That was great. Awesome. Awesome.
Ashley Ryan, ladies
Thank
and
y'all so
gentlemen.
much.
Yeah, live in the WSIP studio this morning.
We appreciate you coming in and doing this. I know things stay busy. I know music's changed, different venues and way to get the message out and things, but it still comes down to how you perform and what you can do. And
Absolutely.
really great sounds this morning. We hope to do another one for
Y'all are
us
so
here
sweet.
before we go
Thank
off.
you.
Yeah, absolutely.
People hear us all the time. They want to hear someone else. So.
Yeah. So we appreciate you guys very much for
Aw.
stopping by.
Y'all are so sweet.
We're
Thank you.
excited, though. I mean, we've been talking about it all week. We've been looking forward to it.
Y'all are the best. Oh my goodness.
Appreciate your time
No.
more than anything.
Feel free to spread that around that we are.
That's right.
Yeah, y'all are pretty awesome. I will say that y'all are very hospitable too.
Well,
We got donuts, waters.
yeah, we got to get
Got a
you some
little goodie
donuts
bag.
while you're here.
Y'all are
Yeah,
just so sweet.
absolutely.
So does that deserve another song?
Yes.
Y'all want to do
absolutely.
one more?
We would love to.
What do you got for us? Yeah, you know what?
All right, this one is actually one y'all said you played this morning, right? Ought to
Okay.
know better, I think.
The
is that?
brand new one.
Yes.
It made its debut this morning.
It
at-
did.
at
Thank you, by the
9
way.
a.m.
Yeah.
Y'all are so sweet for playing that, by the way. Thank you so much.
Yes.
So this is about a rambunctious teenager that sneaks out of her parents' house at night to go hang out with the boy that they can't stand. So
We there's a song or two like that. I
Yeah,
played.
for anyone out there that
when
can
you
relate.
when you write music, it's written on instances. So we hope that.
You remember?
will not confirm nor deny.
You remember "Young Love" by Kip Moore? You
Yes.
remember that one? I played that yesterday, and I was. That's exactly what that song is about. You know.
Love
So,
it. You gotta
yeah.
have one in your
So-
catalog of songs. I
Yeah,
feel like.
I'm excited to hear. I heard it just kind of in passing this morning. So I'm gonna actually listen to it this time. So here we go.
Yay!
Yeah.
This one's ought to know better.
All right.
Bobby came over in a farmer Toyota that was older than our Baptist church. I climbed in the cab after sneaking at the back, hoping Daddy and the hounds ain't hurt. Ooh, I don't know better. We got a little gas and a couple 6-packs of Pabst with his fake ID. The guy at the counter playing ball with my brother, I prayed he wouldn't recognize me. Ooh, I don't know better. I wasn't thinking anything could go wrong. Come to think I wasn't thinking that wild look in his eyes. I wanted that night to last forever. I wasn't listening to the angel on my right, saying, girl, you ought to know better. We were revving up, rebels on the tail of the devil, when the pedal tripped the radar gun. The blue lights flashing by, you hit the gas, laughing, we were on the run. Ooh, ought to know better. Now, I've never been in trouble before, but I told Bobby, keep your foot on the floor. 'Cause when he called me baby, with that wild look in his eyes, I wanted that night to last forever. I wasn't listening to the angel on my right, saying, girl, you ought to know better. Come on. Woo! Did it, Queen? Bobby knew a back row when he got me back home. He kissed me in the pale moonlight. Crawling in my window, mama cut the light on. Daddy gonna tan my eye. Ooh, I don't know better. He said, ooh, I don't know better. But when he called me baby, with that wild look in his eyes, I wanted that night to last forever. I wasn't listening to the angel on my right, saying, girl, you ought to know better. Saying, girl, you ought to know better. Oh, girl, you ought to know.
Ashley Ryan live in studio.
Thank you so much.
Ought to know better. That's a catchy one. You can sing along
thank
before it's
you.
over with. You know, I love that. I think we got a hit on our hands, guys.
Hey, I'll take it.
Hey,
Yeah.
absolutely. Again, thank you. Thank you all so much for coming by our
Oh, thank
studios
you.
this morning. We appreciate you. And we, like I said, if we got just a couple minutes, I'd love to show you the Country Music Highway Museum just down the road here. But
Awesome. Yes.
again, we wish you the very, very best. And
Thank you so much.
We look forward to playing many more of your songs, okay?
Oh, y'all are so sweet. Thank you for having me.
No problem.
Before you go, talk a little bit about, I know you said Sevierville, but what's some other things you got going on here after that?
Well, next week
Not to
I'm
put you on the
actually.
spot or nothing.
No, you're totally fine. Next week I'm actually going to be in Wisconsin for I think 5 or 6 days, and all the details of the shows they'll be. I think it's near Madison, Wisconsin. So
Yeah.
details of the shows are on all things Ashley Ryan Music. And AshleyRyanOfficial.com is my website.
They know how to have a good time in Madison, Wisconsin. I
They
know
do.
that. I'm Badgers fans,
Have you
you
been
know.
to
It's
I've
fun.
been to Madison. It was wild.
Yeah, it's true.
So, guys, appreciate you, and we'll catch you pretty soon, okay?
Thank you so much.
Ashley Ryan right there, 98.9 WSIP.
Now, did he explain to you why